Hey everyone, today on Feathers Off-Road I was able to get some time on a Sur-ron X bike. This is the same as the original Light B, but with some quality of life upgrades. This has the new sine wave controller that does the regenerative braking, where, if you're in sport mode and you let off the throttle, it's actually recharging the batteries. It's got a huge 60 volt, 31.9 amp hour battery. This is almost 2,000 watt hours of power. I ran into some guys when I was down at Moab last that were on these, and they were saying they got at least 20 miles of range, both of them, and that was pretty hard riding. This has an inverted 8-inch front fork and 4-piston hydraulic brakes. I felt like the brakes were actually super strong considering how fast you can go on this thing. I was surprised how quickly I could stop. I was almost skidding every time that I would try and stop. My friend that has this, he also has a Nico E-Beast on order. We plan to do a head-to-head pretty soon between the E-Beast and this Sur-ron. There's some mountain trails really close to here that we're going to just trade back and forth and see how we like each one better. First impressions from riding it, I really liked it. It was quite a bit of power. I felt like I wanted to stand up. I felt like I wanted to ride it like a dirt bike, but it wasn't big enough. It wasn't thick enough to ride like a dirt bike, so you have to ride it more like a mountain bike. However, it would move so fast, I felt like I wanted to look for that rear brake all the time on my foot. So it's definitely kind of a weird bike. It's makes you want to think that it's a dirt bike, but it's not. This is where I really want to get it up onto the trails. This limited parking lot testing definitely feels like it could pick up and go. There's some hills right around this parking lot that we were able to go up and down, jump curbs, that kind of things. But I want to get it up on some mountain trails, so we're planning on doing that head-to-head here in the next week or two. You can see, if you know what you're doing, it's definitely got the power even to wheelie. Now, if you remember my first unboxing video of the E-Beast, that E-Beast has enough power to wheelie in first gear without even knowing what you're doing. In this case, he's wheelied before, he's got the power, he's got the technique. These are good wheelies with he's making the bike do what it maybe wouldn't do normally. But that E-Beast in first gear, you grab too much throttle and that front wheel is coming up. So my first impressions here, really good. I've been thinking about adding one of these to the stable. I do want to get it up on the trails before I make a final decision, but super impressed. Seems like a quality outfit so far. So until next time, enjoy the ride.